My job right now is just for material needs. The job seems to feel that it's more important than family. It's a sad reality because everybody's into making money, even though they call it there's, a win-win type situation. It's all about beating the other person out. And a lot of times I could have made overtime and I haven't been able to because I needed to be home to help take care of the boys when Ellen needed to go off to work. If you have a family, you're looked down upon, I think. That's more of an American thing now. People are demanding more and more of you, but they're giving you less. The family comes first. I'm going to excel at my job. I'm going to do real well at my job, but I'm not going to be a company man.
His job, his work job, is very important to us in that it is the main source of income. It's the thing we tend to structure our life around. It's the schedule we need. It provides important things like benefits, and the other things that come with a paycheck, a regular paycheck. It gives us the freedom, I think, to be those other things that we choose to be. My work is much less about income and more about being able to be creative and to be helpful. Both of us feel that our careers are important and recognize that importance to each other. And when I say career for Eliot, I'm saying as a musician more than his day job, as it's known. For both of us, we're lucky to have found something that we are rather than just something we do. I am interested in relationships and working with people, and I am a counselor, I am a therapist. And whether I was that at work or when I'm spending time talking to friends or acting as a parent, it's always a part of who I am, and I enjoy that. When Eliot's off duty, he's really off duty. You sort of have to call his name twice to get his attention sometimes. And he'll miss what's going on around him if he's involved in playing music, for one thing, or watching television. He's just completely in his own head. That frustrates me sometimes because he comes in to conversations at the dinner table. Who? What? And it's like, we've been talking about this around here for a couple of weeks. Everybody else knows what we're talking about. Where have you been? When those things come up, it's usually me who would point it out and try to initiate some kind of conversation or some kind of a change. He's pretty easygoing, and he has a lot of respect for my ideas about parenting. So he tries to hear that and works at making it different. Sometimes that only lasts a week or so, but I figure 2 steps forward, 1 step back is about the best we can anticipate from any developmental process. If kids are in a bad place, their needs aren't being met, and that they really do need to be the priority. But I'd hate to think that people would think that means that instantly being divorced, everything would be better. Life is difficult too. We just have to work through a lot of things. That's our challenge. I've got a situation, as the doctor said, they said they don't cure. You don't consider breast cancer to be cured. You consider it to be managed. And there's a lot of scary statistics out there and things that I have to think about. My oldest is going to graduate from high school, and every time that thought crosses my mind, I just pray that I'm going to be here for the other two to graduate so I can be a part of that. And then I think, wow, grandchildren, there's a bonus. That's the bonus point. Boy, if I can get to that round, I'm really going to be in good shape, So I think about it a lot. I don't think we talk about it a lot, although I sometimes give him a little reality check when he's getting a little too glib about his expectations. I have to say, well, I really want that too, but I guess I want him to be a little bit mentally prepared in case it doesn't go that way. He tends to want to just encourage me and say, oh, that's not going to happen, don't worry about it, that kind of thing. In so many ways, I feel so fortunate in my life. I've had such an incredible number of blessings and continue to have those. Sometimes I think, well, if life was really fair, then my time's up, because I've had more than my share. And I know so many people who've had so much misfortune throughout their life. But I don't think that's the way things are set up. I expect that somewhere in the long run it's all going to become fair. Maybe that's my concept of faith. But it's not a topic that he wants to spend time talking about, certainly.
When the children leave and grow away, I think it's going to have a real impact on our relationship, because Ellen is so closely tied to the children. I will be affected too. I already miss my oldest son. He's a senior in high school, and I hardly ever see him. And he's so much fun to be around, and he is so creative and energetic and very cool. For me, music is that outlet. It's my essence. It's what I've found myself in, and there are pieces of music that I can recall where I almost have an out-of-body experience, because it is so. And that's how I relate to the world, through that. And we've been writing music together, and it's been wonderful. Everything that we've done together is it's absolutely flawless, beautiful. And the only downside is that I wish we had started this a long time ago. And she's got a gorgeous voice, and we share music in a really wonderful, healthy way.
For both of us, the music is a creative outlet, and we do it as a job sometimes, for various events, but it really is that's very much a creative outlet too.
At AMC Women's event, which is a breast cancer awareness event, Ellen was asked to write a song. She wrote the melody, and I put the whole thing into a really nice chord progression that really turned out well. And then her brothers came along and added even more cool stuff to it. It was everybody's song, which is what music is all about anyway. It's just the sharing of what you have inside that comes out as music.